Hey everyone. So we're just going to do something really quick and simple, and we'll try to make some kind of cool landscapes with it. So let's just type in Grasshopper, and we're going to type in sphere. We're going to use a mesh sphere for now. And from here, let's just type in, we could do maybe 10 for the UVs. Okay. And then the radius, let's just do 15 for now. We might want to mess with that a little bit later. Okay, and then from here, what I want to do is create a point. And basically, we're going to do some just Boolean basic operations today. So for the x value, we're going to use 11. Let's just see if that works nicely. And I don't think we need a y. And the z, let's do a negative 11. Okay. And then that's going to act as our base point for the Boolean stuff. Okay, I'm just going to get this a little organized. We're going to use, just copy and paste that mesh sphere down again. And we'll put it into the points there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to turn this down just a bit. Maybe we'll increase the radius of the second one just a hair. Okay, awesome. Organize these out just a bit more. And we're going to type in populate geometry. We can do like 125 points. Again, we might want to mess with it because we don't want to take away too much from the operations we're going to do next. I'm just going to copy and paste the spheres over again, or one of them. We're going to put them onto the populate points there. Obviously, that's way too much. We're going to tone that down just a bit. Maybe we'll do like, get it near 4 maybe. Looks pretty good. And I'm going to hide these two. You should have something about like this. Then we're going to go to the intersection tab. We're going to go down to shape here. And we're going to do mesh difference. And we're going to subtract from the original sphere to the populated one. And we should get some pretty cool geometry. Yeah, there we go. Just hide that for now. That's looking pretty sweet. If we go to rendered view, kind of like cave-like structures in here. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to lower the Z amount on our point just a bit. Ooh, I went in the wrong direction. That's all right. We'll do 7.5 maybe. Okay. Maybe we'll increase this amount to 18.5. Ooh, something messed up. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do 7 maybe. Well, maybe we'll do 18. There we go. Got it back. All right, and then the X. Wonder if we, you know what, that actually looks pretty good. All right, and then from here, what if we turn down the UV subdivisions for our first initial sphere? Make it a little bit more boxy, perhaps. Let's see what that looks like rendered. Looks pretty good. Kind of cool. Let's use Weaverbird maybe. Let's get some triangles going. So let's do Weaverbird loop. Plug it into our first sphere. I'm going to hide it right off the back because we won't want to see it. And plug it into the mesh difference. And let's bake that out. There we go. That's looking cool. Kind of like an egg. Very cool. I'm liking it. I think we'll drop the second sphere down just a little bit so we get it kind of more centered in here. Other than that, I think it's looking awesome. So let's just type in 4. Ooh, we should have went lower, not higher. Yeah, so we'll do 9. Let's try this radius just a hair bigger. Okay. What happens if we go to 5 here? Now it's just a number game, everyone, so pick and choose. What if we could get it a little bit more centered? So let's try doing 15 for the X. There we go. That's looking pretty sweet. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. I wonder if we take away the X completely. Let's just unplug it, see what it looks like, and give it a second. And what if we do the Z in the up direction rather than the down? So we cut it right in the center almost. Okay. What if we, I want to kind of see where we're at with it. Where's our first sphere there? Okay, so it's cutting right there. So if we bring it high, let's do 15. It should cut through the center. There we go. That's gonna hopefully look pretty cool. We might want to bring back our Y just a little bit so we can get some concentration into here. Okay, let's bring it back. Let's just lower it down just a bit. Okay, let's see what that bakes out like. There we go, that's looking awesome. I think we'll use this one. I might just rotate it just a bit. I want to be able to, I guess, which view are we looking at? Let's rotate it one more time. That's looking great. We'll use it. Okay, and now we're just going to do a little bit of hand modeling for this. So I'm just going to explode it so we get the center portion here. And that's going to be one of our materials. And the exterior there, that'll be the second half. So I'm thinking the interior is going to be kind of like a landscape. So I'm just going to change this to rock for the material. The exterior, let's just do concrete for now. That's looking great. And I want to just try something and see if it works. I'm just going to type in contour for this inside section. We're just going to contour it a bunch. It might not work. Might have to do it a bunch more. I'm trying to get some grass lines in here. Let's do it a really, really teeny. It might not work. So if we type in planar surface, say yes. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. I take it back. Okay. And then for this inside section, what I'm going to do is just use the gumball thing, tap Alt so you get that plus sign. And we're just going to increase the size of it just a hair. We'll change that to grass. Okay. Actually, we might want to shrink it the other way. Shrink it the other way. And then maybe we'll just rotate it very, very slightly. Just like so. And then we're just going to lower it. I might just increase the size so it's not everywhere. Okay. Looks like we got some excess surfaces in there that we don't need. Let's pick our view again. Is that looking like rendered? Give it a second. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Not too sure about the grass actually, so we'll leave it out. And what I'm going to do is just type in offset mesh. Let's give this a little thickness to the exterior there. Not too much. Just about like that, and that's looking awesome. I'm going to explode that out just like we did before. Take back those two, and we're going to make these just the offset portion there. We're going to change that to a different material, and we'll select our concrete. Let's start making ourselves a landscape here. And we're just going to type in bounding box like usual. Explode it out, take out the bottom. Okay, we'll increase the size. Okay, and our view is somewhere in here. To tell you the truth, I might rotate this just a bit more. I think this is our view. Okay, so I'm thinking this is going to be kind of a desert scene. We'll increase this count to 125 by 125. Okay, I'm going to type in invert, select our model, lock it down, turn our points on. Excellent. And I'm just going to make kind of some sand dunes all around here. These aren't going to be super big or anything, so we don't have to take too much time doing them. Okay, let's bring them up just ever so slightly. And we're going to smooth them out. Even more. Excellent. And then from here, I'm going to create another surface. And we're going to make that kind of a grass layer coming out of nowhere underneath our model. Alright, I'm going to type in rebuild. We don't need as many, so let's do 55, 55. That's still a lot, so let's change the layer for this one. Lock it down. And from here, I'm actually going to decrease that to 25, 25. Still might be a lot. It is, but we'll make it work. We're just going to kind of create kind of a build-up. Okay. Do that again. We're just going to kind of create a little kind of fake grass here. Just like that. Type in smooth. Okay. What I'm going to do is just kind of move this around so it interacts with our model. Okay. I might just lower it down just a hair. Great. We'll change that to grass. We should be all set for Lumion. Alright, so the model loaded in really nicely and relatively quickly. So we're just going to start applying some materials. So we can start off with the sand. We're going to go here, go to soil, use the sand. I'm going to bring up the scale just a bit. About like that. And then we'll start to mess with the grass here. Go to 3D grass. We'll zoom in just a bit. How big are these? Let's make it pretty tall. Okay, and then the rock, we'll go to various. Use kind of this rock here. I'm going to bring up the scale quite a bit. There we go. Okay. In this exterior here, I was kind of picturing some sort of stone or tile. Let's do a stone. Let's try this one, and we'll bring up the scale again. I don't know what scale I exported from Rhino, so this might get a little tricky. Let's try this one maybe. That's looking pretty good. Okay, and then this portion here, we're just going to make it various aged metal, bronze. Okay, we can bump up the scale on that as well. You know what, maybe we'll make it a little bit emissive so it glows. That should look pretty cool. Okay, so let's add some plants throughout the scene here. Let's just add wherever we can. That looks relatively flat. Okay, kind of roll through here. I think some of these might look like they're kind of floating in the scene, so what we'll do shortly after is actually just lower everything by hand. Make it appear as if it's growing. Okay. I would paint this, but I feel like we have a lot of floating plants everywhere, so we don't want that. Let's add maybe a few trees. Not too many. Maybe more towards the bottom. Something about like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, and like I said, we're just gonna hold control, just drag these all down just a little teeny bit so they look like they're in with the model. Okay, and then down through here, what I want to do is just add some kind of grass patch, you know, certain areas through here, so it looks like portions of it are kind of sprawling out from our model there. And it gives a little bit of variation, so it's not just all one consistent grass. Could bring up the density. Okay, see, like there, I knew it was gonna pop up through there. That's fine. And then maybe we just have, I guess, a few kind of just rolling out through here. Again, maybe through here as well, and out here. Okay, now we got to delete these. We'll have to do the same for these grass. Lumine's not quite perfect yet. It's just projecting him, so that's fine. Totally get it. Okay, that's looking pretty good for the most part. I think I want to add just kind of a few more, and we could probably do it by hand. Just kind of patches. Looks a little empty for my liking. Not as sporadic as what it should. Do the same for these. And we'll go through here and do the same. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Much, much better. Awesome. Okay. And then in the background, I was thinking we'll do kind of like almost like a dead forest. And we can just paint those in. Leave that relatively low. And just kind of run through and paint away. We could switch it out for other ones. Maybe a fire rolled through here or something. And we'll do some smaller ones, maybe at a higher density. Maybe some of them get a little bit closer to the model. We can switch those out even more. Awesome. We'll hit OK. And let's see what it looks like when we start to render it. So let's get in there. Model's really slowing down. There we go. Okay, I'm going to bring up our focal length quite a bit. Get it kind of really taking over the scene. Maybe not that much. Okay. Maybe a bit more than that. I don't actually mind if there's tree branches kind of in our composition. Might add to it a little bit. So I'm really liking that shot right now. So let's go ahead and add a custom style. Let's do realistic. I'm going to turn off real skies. Let's change our camera to 2-point. There we go. I'm just going to raise our camera. We might have to take out a couple of trees in the scene, but it's not that bad. Okay, let's save it. Let's go to our FX layer there. Let's just delete out these trees here. There we go. Maybe just for safety, we'll take out that one. Hit OK. Let's go back to our views, make sure it looks good. This one's kind of annoying, but it's not too bad. We'll take it out. Where is it? It's right here. Okay, hit OK. Head back to our shot. I think that looks a heck of a lot better. Actually, I don't mind. Maybe we'll drop the camera down, shoot it from right here. It is a desert after all. Okay. I'm just going to save that. Save that camera view there. Let's put a sun in the scene. Lower that down. Bring it around. Bring it even lower. So I'm liking that. That's looking good. Let's add in some clouds. Bring up the master amount. Let's do high clouds. Make it relatively moody. That's looking pretty good. Make sure it's relatively centered. I'm going to move some trees into the foreground. Okay, so we'll take these trees. Just move them. Oh, where'd they go? I might have lost them. That's all right. We'll select some other ones. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe we'll just place them, I guess. What do we have? We'll do one right here, one right there, maybe a big one. And we'll just hit OK. Go back to our scene there. Can't see it. Let's place them again. There we go, much better. All right, let's go ahead and render that out. Take off that alpha map. Book. We've got 85. Give it a minute just to render. Looking great. So I think we'll head on over to Photoshop. All right, so I did end up changing the sun just a bit so we could get, it was looking a little dark. So I'm just gonna use the dodge tool, try to brighten up some areas. We're gonna go up to image, go to auto tone, auto color. That'll make it look a little bit less kind of warm. I'm gonna use the dodge tool again, just brighten up some areas. Okay, that's looking good. Then I might go back to the original and just kind of go in between the two. This looks a little bit more kind of Western, almost. So I want to find kind of the mixture between the two. I think it'll be right around in there. Okay. And then one thing I might do is hit Control J, duplicate the layer. I just want to see if it looks better, a little bit desaturated, and then we can use our eraser tool and run through here, give that area a little bit more color. And we can go through the top, try to add more blue hues through there. Some more color towards the center. Okay. I think I like that. I might bump that out. Maybe the saturation layer is not the greatest idea. We'll just go back. Okay, let's just dodge out some of the clouds here. Make it a little bit brighter. Okay, then we'll add our vignetting. Control-Shift-N for new layer. B for brush. Just run through the top and the bottom there. I'm going to use Control-T to bring it up. Bring this down just a bit. And I think we're all finished. So please like, subscribe, and I will be talking to you all soon.